Today I'm going to tell you the whole truth about owning a Porsche 911, and it isn't always a pretty picture. But to do so, I'm going to have to take off these rose-colored glasses. When I had the glasses on, I thought I looked cool driving my 911. Sure, it is the least loved 996 generation and was the cheapest Porsche 911 with a clean title at the time of purchase. But still, driving it feels like baller status. And having been in both air-cooled and newer 911s, I can tell you that all of them have the same basic feeling when in the car. The truth is without the rose-colored glasses, I can see that most 911s, outside of something like a new 911 GT3 RS, look like dentist cars. When many hear the words Porsche, and even when you experience the drive, you can get visions in your head that you'll be getting rapper in a Lamborghini type of attention everywhere you go. Of course, this will all be in your head and you'll only occasionally get extra attention. But then this isn't a bad thing. It allows you to enjoy your 911's driving experience for just that. Plus, your head won't get so big that you won't fit through the door. Putting back on these rose-colored glasses because things seem nicer makes it look like all 911 owners are one big happy family. No group looks down on another, and the same can be said for seeing the 911 as better than all other Porsches. But if I take the glasses off, I can clearly see the division between Porsche owners, specifically between the air-cooled purists and the newer water-cooled owners. The air-cooled engines are an experience that you can't get in a newer Porsche anymore. The lack of water stopping the engine noise offers a unique sound. Of course, the water-cooled 911s have a few evolutionary benefits. These include more powerful engines and air conditioning that works quite a bit better. The air-cooled owners have vehicles to be proud of, but so do the water-cooled owners. In an ideal world, we would just enjoy our rides for the incredible machines that they are and not worry about trying to make ourselves feel more important than anyone else. But the division goes even further. There are groups that will put others down even within the water-cooled and air-cooled camps. The interesting thing with this division is that both groups think that they have the better cars. Turbocharging gives the 911 performance that rivals some of the fastest cars that Ferrari makes. A 911 Turbo is incredibly fast, and in its top GT2 form, there is not much that can top it from a performance standpoint. However, naturally aspirated owners will often claim that their cars, while not as fast, provide the better experience with their more linear performance and better soundtrack. Both are awesome machines with high levels of performance. Sure, the extra horsepower of the turbocharged models will have no problem passing the naturally aspirated models, but behind the wheel, they both offer different but engaging drives. Of course, with a turbocharged 911, your chances of going so fast that you'll end up in jail increases quite a bit. Although even the slowest 911 can hit a speed that will get you in plenty of trouble. So follow the advice of my lawyers and save that for the track while keeping it legal on public roads. With the performance capabilities of the 911, it's no wonder that owners are proud of their cars. While this is fine, some let it go to their head and will have an attitude that makes the rest of the 911 owners look bad. Folks that feel like they should put down other sports car owners and even other Porsche owners are likely compensating for something. A few will even put down other 911 owners. Some because of the generation of the 911 that they own, and others because of modifications that they have made. While most 911 owners are some of the most kind people that you will ever meet, as with any group, there are a few that are not so pleasant to be around, especially when you talk with them on the internet. Too bad everyone can't just be kind, drive, and destroy that like button. When I was wearing my rose-colored glasses, I would repeatedly say that my 911 hasn't cost me much to keep on the road. This is kind of amazing when you add to it that at the time of purchase that this particular 996 generation Porsche 911 was the cheapest 911 in the country with a clean title. But is this completely true? With this 1999 911, the only non-routine maintenance items that I've had to do so far are replacing the water pump, motor mounts, and spark plug tubes. These jobs add up to less than $500 of repairs in over 2 years of ownership. But there's a catch to this. I did these repairs as well as recommended maintenance myself. So what would it cost for someone taking their Porsche to a good independent mechanic that is knowledgeable about a particular 911 generation? The hourly price can range largely between shops, but thanks to inflation, $175 an hour for a good independent is roughly the average rate in the United States. Depending on where you live, it could cost a bit more or a bit less. For just these items at this price, you would add about $1,000 in labor, plus many shops will charge extra for parts as opposed to finding a good deal on the internet. Now, if I just put these rose-colored glasses back on, you can see that if you're willing to do the research, buying parts yourself and doing as much work yourself as possible, then owning a Porsche 911 won't break the bank in repair bills. Well, that is as long as nothing major goes wrong. That's beyond your skill. But we have our rose-colored glasses back on, so we're not going to talk about that. The thing is, as good as a Porsche 911, sometimes a Boxster is the right answer. So check out this video about why I regret selling my Porsche Boxster.